Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot. Back with a reading today. I was lying in bed this morning and Spirit said that I had to do a reading. So much coming through, so I'm really just gonna go with it as well. I have pulled the card for today, but I've just got to give out what was given. Now, today is the 22nd of September. I think a day that we've all been waiting for. This is Mercury actually goes direct today as well. So, we're going to finally get a little bit peace from all of the September craziness. But we are also, it's the equinox today as well, so there's so much happening planetary wise. This morning, I woke up and it was like Spirit were just gently nudging me, and rather than it feels like the last few weeks, possibly even the last few months, Spirit have been very they've been screaming at us, they've been shouting at us, they've been all like full on in our face. And I also feel our own head has been like this as well. So, whatever messages we've been getting, channeling, the way we've been talking to ourselves, whatever, has all been pretty full on, and it's been shouting. There's been quite a lot of head noise, I feel. Today, what I got was, it was just very gentle, and they were like, come on, wake up, wake up, wake up. That's what I heard 3 times. And it was sort of like, I don't know, can you remember when you were young and it was Christmas Day and, your parents would come in and wake you up, because there was a surprise at there was a surprise downstairs. Something magical had happened, So that's very much what I got. So I sort of woke up and I was like, right, okay, yeah, I get it. I feel the stillness. I was at friends last night and I came home quite late and I felt a difference in the air, things were different, and I thought, yeah, there's change coming. So like I say, I lay in bed this morning and then I heard a song. And the song was playing, not loud, but the song was playing in my head. And the song was The Wonder of You by Elvis. Now, I'm not a massive Elvis fan, but the words of it I thought were quite beautiful when I actually looked it up. And the words were, when no one else can understand me, when everything I do is wrong, you give me hope and consolation and give me strength to carry on. And you're always there to lend a hand in everything I do. That's the wonder of you. And when you smile, the world is brighter. You touch my hand and I'm a king. Your kiss to me is worth a fortune. Your love for me is everything. And I guess I'll never know the reason why you love me like you do. That's the wonder of you. And it was like, yeah, there's this, there's something in this. And what I think the feeling is, and why I think I'm doing this reading, I mean, sorry, I'm not reading from cards, I'm just giving off what is there, is I really feel that there's this feeling of, like there's a nurture coming through, and there's a feeling that I think Spirit want you to know that you are loved. I heard that song, and then my own mother came in, and there was a lot of nurture, but not in a sad way. There's a very gentleness, there's a stillness around at the moment, and I don't know if any of you are feeling it. Now, I've been listening to another reader, and she summed it up massively, like brilliantly, what exactly I was feeling. And she was saying, like, at the moment, what it is, it's like if you imagine you're going to a concert and you go in, there's all the chaos, everybody's there getting their seats and whatever, and then they sit down, and then there's like the shh, and everything goes quiet, and everybody's just waiting for this concert to start, for the music to start playing. And this is exactly what I'm feeling at the moment. Something is ready to start, but before that, there needs to be this period of stillness and of composure as well, and composing ourselves. Now, if we look at this equinox as well, what Spirit said to me is, if we look at what happens in autumn, the trees that have been all beautiful this summer, that have been full of colour, they start to get ready for the winter. And what they do in this time is they shed, First they change. If you think of the colours actually change. And then once the colours have changed, this is when they shed. So the trees or whatever get rid of what has changed and get rid of what is it served them, but it's not serving them now. So they don't do this with fear, because they know, they believe in Mother Nature, and they know that once the springtime comes, then their colour will be back. They will be new again. And this is what I really feel is happening. We've had so much craziness, and this is teaching us a lot about life, and how we have we have sort of life, and then we have decay, and then we have death, but then we have rebirth again. And this is what I feel we are going through on a massive, massive global, globally we are going through this, and there's so many people. I was talking to a friend last night who is just up and off. She's leaving a house, she's leaving a job that she's had for 16 years, and she's bought a one-way ticket, and she was saying how scared she is, but she knows that there's something she feels within herself that she needs to do. There was another, when I was there last night, I got a phone call, and it was from one of my dear friends, and through circumstances we can't see each other as much now. And I answered the phone, and I was like, "Hey man, how are you doing?" And he was like, "I really, really miss you, Tanya. I really miss you so much, and I've missed you today, and I just want to let you know that I love you, and I miss you." And I was like, "I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still here. So it doesn't matter whether I don't see them as much as what I used to. That will eventually come right. I know that." They explained that last night, and the thing is, I was still there, but I think there was a little bit verification. They needed to know that as well, and it was like, yeah, man, if I'm your rock, I'm going to stay there. That's what we think. If we think of somebody, like, who is it who is our rock? Who is it that we go to? And when we picture somebody as a rock, what it is they are constant, they are there, they're not moving, and it doesn't matter what the weather is like, that rock will still be there. And we all have rocks, and we all have anchors within our life, where when within all of the chaos is going on, that is where we can go back to, and it's always there, and that's very similar to that song, The Wonder of You, when no one else can understand me and everything I do is wrong, and this is it. It's so, really look at people that you go to, that give you this strength, that make you feel everything will be all right as well, and look at who comes to you for that. So I really feel this is a time of nurturing this stuff. There's so much coming on. I mean, I really feel that we're going through a process at the moment. And like I say, the world has stopped shouting. The universe has stopped shouting at us. We have to stop shouting at ourselves. And what we need to do is we need to talk calmly, and we also need to listen. We need to hear ourselves. And this is what I think this whole message is at the moment. Allow spirit to speak to you, but also allow yourself to speak to you. But please be gentle with yourself. If you are constantly telling yourself that you should be doing this, you should be doing that, and giving yourself a hard time, then this is what you're going to get back. So really, nurture yourself at the moment. Be your own rock, if that makes sense. And just listen to what you have to say. Listen to how you feel, because everything is there. And I really feel this is the silent sort of time where we are processing what we've learned throughout this year. Because this year, do not think that all of this crap that we have been through this year has been in vain. There is a reason for it, and yes, it's been hard, but we have learned so much about ourselves, about our emotions, about our true feelings, and about our truth this year. This has been a massive year of truth, and it's not over yet, but I do feel it's calming down a little bit. So, like I say, this is all about, we've changed. We have, like the leaves on the trees, we have changed as people. But this is about embracing it and allowing what needs to fall away to fall away easily. You know, if you think a tree, you know, I've got a huge conker tree in my garden, and that doesn't cling on to the leaves and say, please, please, no, you've got to stay. You know, it doesn't do that. It lets them fall, you know, and this is when, you know, it is replenishing itself, it's getting itself rejuvenated, and it's getting itself ready for its next task, which will be its rebirth and it coming back to life again. So I really feel this is what this message is today. You know, it's just about embrace the stillness, embrace the silence as well. You know, there's a real calming influence here. It's very, very calm. There is a huge shift coming, especially today and over the weekend. I feel as we go into next week, I'm seeing colour when I'm going into next week. There's a lot more colour coming, a lot more clarity coming, and there's movement, but not crazy movement. Nothing that I'm seeing ahead is crazy or as intense as what it has been. I feel the intenseness is over, and we're going into where we're just flowing, you know, we're being pushed along with the tide, and I really feel this is when we will get to where we want to be. Now, I hope that made sense, because like I say, there was just a lot coming through, you know, and it was like, right, okay, I'll do it, don't worry. And so I've pulled a card as well, a Colette Baron Reid card as well, because I'm really liking these at the moment. I'm really liking these cards. And so I pulled a card, and the card that I've pulled from the Colette Baron Reid deck is Milk and Honey, which is such a beautiful card. This is 51 in the pack, and there's 52 cards. So this is like, you know, you are so near the end. Please don't give up. And what this is saying here, I mean, we have the rainbow as well. Rainbows have been very prominent, especially this month as well. And we all know that at the end of the rainbow is that pot of gold. Okay, now pot of gold doesn't necessarily have to mean gold and riches, you know, because there's things that are so much more expensive and important than that. And this is saying the milk and honey. You know, it's the sweetness. This is like the sweetness. This is what will sustain us. If we think, you know, babies rely on milk from their mothers, you know, in all types of animals, and that is what sustains them, and that is what helps them grow, and that is what nurtures them. So that is all they need. Add a little bit of honey to this, and all this does is just add a sweetness. So this is talking about life actually being sweeter. You know, life is, you are going to get this. There's abundance, there's prosperity, you know, this might not be in the financial sense. I don't feel it's that at all, but I feel this is like, you know, riches that money can't buy. And this is, if we have a look here, there's a table, and this is what spirit is bringing to the table for you. If we have a look in that card as well, you know, there's an elephant in there, and it looks like that elephant's just bathing in the milk and honey, and he's, you know, he's so happy, he's lovely. I once bathed an elephant in the river, a baby elephant over in Asia, and I was so surprised at how this huge creature, I mean literally if it had have rolled on me it could have killed me, but how playful it was. It was like a little puppy, you know, and it was so loving and so gentle, you know, that it blew my mind really. And this reminded me of that straight away, you know, when I seen that. And if we have a look, it's like he's blowing bubbles there, you know, and these bubbles, I feel there, it's like these bubbles are your dreams. These bubbles are the wishes that you have been thinking that are now coming to reality, you know, because this is, I really feel that you're coming into a time of your life where things are, it's going to be sweeter. You're going to be at peace. There's a peacefulness comes with this. If we have a look, there's a lot of blue here as well. This is all about open communication. It's all about healing. And this is about the sort of the clouds parting and you being able to see the sun for the first time in a long time. So this is such a beautiful card, but it also has a lot of gentleness around it. And this is what I really feel at the moment, where embrace this gentleness, just be calm, you know, don't react, don't overreact, Don't engage in any sort of drama. That is away from you, you know. That is not what you need in your life. What you need is to bring in peacefulness, bring in joy, bring in stillness, and bring in a sense of calm as well, because this is what is coming, you know. It's like the calm after the storm, and it's there, but this calm is going to be so much. You've just said there that this calm is karmic. Yeah, this calm is karmic. So this is going to be your reward. So please try and embrace it, and like I say, just go with the flow, relax into it, listen to yourself today, and be gentle with yourself, be nice to yourself, and please try and give this love back as well. You know, there could be people around you that I feel, you know, they may be going through stuff as well, and sometimes we get caught up that much in our own stuff that we forget that other people are going through that as well. So it's like, it's just about being gentle, and you know, there are people out there that love us, and they love us unconditionally, and they want us to be happy, and I don't know, they are there. And you know, like I said to my friend last night, I haven't gone anywhere, you know. So it was like don't miss me, you know. I'm you miss somebody when they've gone, and you know, if they haven't gone, then don't miss them, you know. So this is what's around today, and I really feel this is a time of process, and this is a time of, we talked about a couple of weeks ago, it was all about getting ducks in a row and stuff like that, and that was action, 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 you know. And what I feel here, it's just right. You have all of the evidence, you have everything that you need, physically, emotionally, and mentally as well. And now it's just about putting them all in order, packing them up, and ready to take them with you and leave the other baggage behind. You know, this is a huge time of transformation. Like I say, the autumn equinox, you know, it's a massive time of transformation. When we are in the northern hemisphere, like I say, the trees are getting ready to shed what is no longer needed to them. When we are in the southern hemisphere, you know, the flowers are getting ready to bloom. So this is a huge time of transformation. And if we think as well, if we've got to remember, autumn is a time of harvest. So seeds that you planted way back, this is the time for them to come to fruition. And this is the time for you to have the harvest festival as well, and to celebrate that, and to celebrate all of the hard work that you've done, all of the nurture that you've done on these ideas and these processes that you've gone through. Now they are actually coming, you know, they're becoming ripe, and you are going to see the fruits of your labor. So like I say, all of this hard work has not been in vain, you know, because you have the land of milk and honey just waiting for you. But just sort of embrace the stillness over the weekend. I think that's what the message was. So I hope that made sense to some of you. Please let me know if it did. I'm just feeling so mellow in the minute, like really mellow today. There's been such a shift, you know. Be aware of emotions coming up as well over this weekend, because I really feel them last little bits of release need to come out, you know. So there will be tears, but I feel that these are tears of relief and tears of happiness in a way, you know, because when we are relieved, when we're getting rid of all of this tenseness that we've had inside of us, you know, it is a relief when we put that down. You know, if you go shopping and you're carrying bags and bags of shopping, you know, and your arms are aching and it's really bad, and you get in and you put the bags down and you just get this relief and you can stand up straight again. And this is what I feel we have coming this week. And like I say, communications are going to get clearer. Be clear and be concise in your communications, but also with yourself as well, you know. So you are your authentic self, you know, you've learned that, you've found out who you are during this crazy 9 months of this year. You've found that out now. So now it's just sort of welcome yourself, you know, and be nice to yourself. Sit with you for a while, you know, and know that you be proud of yourself as well. I really feel that's what's just came in here. Be proud of yourself. You know, you've withstood a lot and you're still standing, and you know the rewards are there. You know, like I say, you have your rainbow. The next 6 days, I've just been told the next 6 days, what would that take us up until the 28th? Right, the 28th. So the next 6 days are going to be very, very important. So I'm sending lots of love with this. I really feel that's needed. I really feel there's a lot of people out there still need that. But there's a lot of love sent with this, and I really do hope it made sense to you. And these crazy little impromptu ones that Spirit I keep saying, I can't wait to get back into a routine and do everything how it is. But as you can see, I'm actually speaking to you from my bedroom today, because the downstairs is literally, it's just, everything is all over, you know. So you're getting a little glimpse into my world here. Okay, so I'll be back. I'm going to do the weekly videos for next week before I go away at the weekend. So they should be up hopefully tomorrow. And then I'll be back. When I come back from there, I will be back to normal, and you know, everything will be back to normal, and you will have your dailies and you will have your weeklies, and you might even have monthlies as well. So that's another thing I'm looking about. Okay, so have a fabulous day. Enjoy the stillness, and just don't let anybody kill your buzz today. You know, it's a nice mellow buzz, and just ride it out. You know, don't do the drama. Okay, sat now.